What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are going to be doing a little bit of a special video today. I'm going to be trying Mr. Bee Pepperoni Roll potato chips for the very first time today with all of y'all. I'm the Best Virginian. I bring you West Virginia history and travel videos from across the great state of West Virginia, but today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and I'm going to be rating these chips on a scale of 1 to 5 in 5 categories. We're going to be looking at bag to chip ratio, we are going to be looking at uniformity, we are going to be looking at flavor, mouthfeel, and overall snackability. I'm going to be rating these on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being very good, 1 being not so very good. But let's start out this video by talking a little bit about Mr. Bee potato chips. I have pretty high expectations because there's something about Mr. Bee potato chips that reminds me of growing up, spending summer nights sitting around at either my grandmother's or my aunt's house eating Mr. Bee potato chips, usually with some French onion dip, watching late night television and cartoons. And they're the only potato chip made right here in West Virginia. They are based out of Parkersburg, West Virginia. So we are going to be looking at the pepperoni roll chips today and see if they belong up there with the classic Mr. Bee potato chips. Alright, so the first test is the bag to chip ratio. You all know what brand I'm talking about when I say that some brands will just sell you a bag of air. You open it up, it's 90% air, and then there might be some chip crumbs in there. You know what brand I'm talking about, so let's open up the bag and see. So, alright, not too bad. Not too bad. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. It's mostly a bag of chips in there. So yeah, 4 out of 5 as far as the bag to chip ratio. Next up is ununiformity. Some people want their potato chips, every single one, to be identical. I do not. I like the idea of being able to reach into a bag. Maybe I'm going to find a chip in there as big as my face. Maybe I'm going to find some little oddball ones. Maybe I'm going to find, like, you ever find one of those chips that's like still has skin on it, like it's just the oddball shriveled up like potato skin thing. So ununiformity is very important to me. I'm not one of those crazy people that like the chips that are like all identical. You know what I mean? The ones that they mash up potatoes and put them in a mold and then they put them in a tube. Those aren't even potato chips. That is a tube full of lies. That's what potato chips look like in 1984. So let's look at some of these, see if we have some oddballs, some weirdos in there. Okay, that's a pretty straightforward potato chip. That's acceptable. See, this is what I'm talking about. You see this weird little guy right here? That is exactly what I'm expecting. Big weird old boys. Another weird. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Little one bent in on itself. Ununiformity goes. Ooh, there's a little bit of a little crispy burnt bit right there. Definitely what I like to see in my potato chips. I'm going to give it 5 out of 5. Yeah, I don't think there's any two potato chips in here that are going to look anything like each other. So definitely 5 out of 5. So the third category is going to be flavor. And for this, we're going to have to talk a little bit about pepperoni rolls. Pepperoni rolls are a West Virginia delicacy. They were first made in north central West Virginia in mining communities that were predominantly Italian. At the time, workers down in the mines would take rolls of bread, like dinner roll bread, and sticks of pepperoni down in the mine with them until eventually someone figured out, why don't we just bake the pepperoni into the bread, and this gave rise to the pepperoni roll. You want a dinner roll style bread because you want something that's going to absorb all the pepperoni grease. The sign of a good pepperoni roll is it should have a kind of rust-colored line across the bottom of it from where all that pepperoni grease has kind of absorbed into the bread itself. The first company to have commercial success selling pepperoni rolls was the Country Club Bakery in Fairmont, West Virginia. That's what a pepperoni roll is. Now let's talk about what a pepperoni roll is not. A calzone is not a pepperoni roll. A Pizza Hot Pocket is not a pepperoni roll. The key word there is roll. It needs to be like a dinner roll, not a pizza crust like material. So that's probably the most important thing differentiating pepperoni rolls from more traditional types of pepperoni pizza foods. So I have some high expectations for these chips. I expect it to taste like, have you ever gone to a pizza place that sells pizza by the slice and they use the little pepperonis and they take it, they run it through the oven one last time, the pepperonis like brown around the edges and you get these like little shot glasses of pepperoni grease. I expect it to taste like someone took about 100 of those and just dumped them all into a bag and then just shook the crap out of them. I also wouldn't mind like a little bit of that buttery like umami taste, like ooh, mommy, you know what I mean? And maybe a little bit of garlic, like a little bit of that garlic flavor I wouldn't be too mad about. But let's get right into it, see what these things taste like. Not bad. Yeah, you can definitely taste the pepperoni. It's okay. I'll be completely a little underwhelming. They definitely have a pepperoni aftertaste that's probably stronger than the initial reaction to them. I can taste the pepperoni. I can see what they were going for. Flavor-wise, I'm gonna give it a 3, like maybe a 3.5. But yeah, definitely, I'm a little underwhelmed with the flavor. Good chips, and that gets us to the fourth category, which is overall mouthfeel, because if you're going to be eating a bunch of chips, or really anything, you want it to feel good in your mouth. And they're definitely good chips. They're good, crunchy, amazing chips. But I am kind of a little underwhelmed. I'm a fan of aggressive snacks. I'm a fan of, snacks that bite a little bit. Super aggressive flavored. I'm talking about salt and vinegar chips. I'm a big fan of. Why? Because they're super aggressively flavored. I'm a fan of, there's one brand that makes crab flavored chips. And they taste like someone just took a can of crab seasoning and just dumped the whole thing into a bag of chips and shook them up. They taste like you're licking a curb in Atlantic City, Maryland on a Saturday night, and I mean that in the best way possible. Like, they're super aggressively flavored. As far as these go, I wish they'd be a little bit more intensely flavored. They're a little underwhelming. I can definitely see what they were going for. Again, I like my snacks super aggressive. So, probably also a 3.5. Nothing too crazy. Again, I think this is definitely a safer bet going with. You definitely don't want something super intensely flavored, but I definitely do. So, it was brought to my attention by my editor and producer that the term snack is now used as slang, if you will, for someone that you're attracted to, someone that somebody has a crush on, and that this bit of the video could be taken out of context, could be clipped out to make it sound like I'm attracted to like aggressive women, that I'm attracted to women who like to bite. And I said what I said, sir. So overall, my overall final score for them is I'm gonna give them a 3.5, maybe a 4. Maybe a 4. A little bit underwhelming. I wouldn't go out of my way, if you're kind of on the fence about them, I wouldn't go out of the way to find them, but definitely if you do see them, you are curious about them, they're not bad. That is my first few food review here on the channel. I hope you enjoyed it. And if there's any other foods from West Virginia that you would like to see me try and get a hold of, definitely let me know down in the comment section. And if there's any West Virginia videos or topics you would like to see me cover, let me know. But until next time, don't forget to stay wild, stay wonderful, and I'll talk to you later.